internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world.
XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Well,
there's relatively speaking fixed supply and you have increasing demand. And when endowments and institutions, Joey and I sat in a meeting not that long ago with, some of the largest institutional money in the world trying to get smart about crypto. They owned zero on that day. I don't know if they do today. But as they enter the market, you have fixed supply, increasing demand. You don't have to go to MIT to know what's going to happen.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours Crypto. Let's get right into today's video. You cannot miss a second of this video. I'm going to give you an opportunity right now that could benefit you very well if you have a good entry. And that is placing a long on XRP over at BitUnex, which I'll get into in a moment. But we are looking very bullish, and we could see this breaking through $2.70, $3 very soon. I'm talking like hours. Okay, so this right here, you're looking at the 15-minute chart. We're going to get into a deeper time frame chart in a moment, but we currently have this trade open, which I placed last night because we were looking very bullish, and we are currently up 42% on this, 49, pretty much $5,000 upfront margin, with the position size of being $37,000, which I'm going to get into in a moment. I'll tell you what is going on. And if you guys want the welcome bonus, the first 200 users are going to get $5 deposited into their account within 24 hours. And if you deposit $100, you get a $20 bonus. If you deposit $1,000, you do get a $200 bonus. You can just trade with the bonus and pretty much withdraw your money after. So take advantage of this. But ladies and gentlemen, I've told myself many times through the past many bull markets that I'm going to get a long at a good entry point for XRP and hold it until it goes to, $5, $6, $10, because once we get to those levels, it's never coming down, and we can potentially never close this trade. Okay, I know buddies of mine that have trades opens for years. So if we could get a good entry here before this next leg up, we're never going to see these numbers again. You do understand that, right? I don't even think we're going to see anything below $2.50 in the near future. If we do, I would be very shocked. Okay, I would be very shocked. But the news around XRP right now is another reason why I'm bringing this to your attention. Monica Long said this within the last 24 hours. She's saying that 15 of the 25 largest banks globally have already piloted tokenized asset projects. I expect several of them to launch market-ready offerings in the US in 2025. When she says that, she knows it's going to happen, right? If they have clarity from the US government to touch crypto. Again, we all know that this is all going to happen in 2025, especially with Trump coming. 100%. She's just playing her. This is PR. This is PR. She can't just come out as a president at Ripple and just, oh, it's going to happen, blah, blah, blah. Absolutely not. You got to stay professional here, right? That's my job. Seems very possible for this to no longer be an issue this year. Oh, thank you, Monica. Thanks for putting that last little crumb at the end. Okay, so the moral of this whole thing is it's going to be a drastic move, because there's going to be a lot of demand pouring into XRP, and you have an individual named Ken Worthington, from a financial analyst at JP Morgan. And let me tell you something, given my experience and given the LinkedIn profiles that I've seen since LinkedIn launched, when you see an individual like this, because I've met face to face with individuals where their LinkedIn looks like this. They've been at that company for so long. Listen to what he says here in regards to the ETPs and the volume that we're about to see. JP Morgan expects Bitcoin, the world's largest digital asset, to continue to be the favored crypto of choice for investors. The analyst says Solana and XRP could generate significant interest too, though there are questions about how much. The key question here remains the uncertainty of investors' demand for additional products and whether new crypto ETP launches will matter. JP Morgan analysts, including Kenneth Worthington, wrote in a note. So the thing is, it's not a matter of investor demand. It's a matter of institutional sales pitch. At the end of the day, they're going to make money off of all this stuff, right? I've seen it. We build products around, like, I've seen it all. So at the end of the day, they're going to create all these different baskets of crypto ETFs, ETPs. But the important takeaway from this is scarcity and how they're going to require XRP for these physical backed ETPs, which we're going to get into in detail in a moment. And this is the little graph that they, showed in regards to the volume, the coming over to the ETPs. And we just have to understand the state of crypto right now, right? When we take a look at this chart, and this is the XRP chart for the daily, we're going to see another attempt at $2.70 within, it could be hours, it could be within 24 hours, but I would be very shocked if we don't see another attempt within the next 24 hours at this $2.70, because it is like a little sweet spot for XRP that's been getting rejected each time. And over here, it didn't come with enough volume. So I think there's one more attack, one more attempt at this. And when we go into the 1 hour chart, you could see this is Hakanishi candles. I project that a little bit, but this pretty much picks up the momentum of the market. So it could be cooling off right now, but expect a big move. Hence why I opened this trade last night. It was I just saw it coming. When you just see it coming, you got to place it, you got to risk it, you got to listen to your gut, right? So I'm going to hold this for as much as I can. Okay, we could try to get even 1,000% return on this, because here's the thing. Can we achieve like a $30, $40, $50 XRP this year? Is that logically possible? And the short answer to that question is yes, it's actually achievable. And don't worry about company valuations or market capitalization for the asset for Ripple XRP. Worry about the utility behind it, because when there is like utility in the market, none of this valuation on a crypto asset really matters, because the real value is within the protocol. So the limitless into scaling is infinite. And when you kind of, even if you kind of think about it this way, in the future when we get floating cars, it also kind of makes sense for us to have like, a quadrillion dollars in the crypto ecosystem, because we're so in the digital age now, right? So again, expect the unexpected. With that being said, let's get back into this physical backed ETF and why it's very important. And remember, Ripple also does custody, right? Don't forget that. And I'm going to get into the trade in a moment if you guys want to hear about it, how to take a look at this and what could be the potential next move. We'll get over that in a moment, but take a look at this. Okay, so so we have Wisdom Tree, right? One of the leading asset managers that launched their physical XRP ETF, and many will follow. And JP Morgan, you guys just heard, is estimating 4 to 8 billion inflows this year, but that's a very conservative number. But every time someone buys a share, custodians need to go out of their way, these banks, and buy real XRP to back this up. And that's direct demand hitting the market, creating scarcity and putting it, an upward pressure on the price of XRP.
There's, relatively speaking, fixed supply, and you have increasing demand. And when endowments and institutions, Joey and I sat in a meeting not that long ago with, some of the largest institutional money in the world trying to get smart about crypto. They owned zero on that day. I don't know if they do today. But as they enter the market, you have fixed supply, increasing demand. You don't have to go to MIT to know what's going to happen.
And don't forget, Bitcoin ETFs have already bought, I believe it's 50 billion in 2024. And then it's just accelerating very high right now. And XRP, nothing has happened yet. But when you zoom out for a second, this is going to be monumental. Forget all the other use cases that XRP provides, tokenized assets, liquidity management for institutions, tokenization assets. this is just one avenue. So this is what I mean by things are about to get crazy. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, but get ready. Like, we are, the next couple of days, especially, I'm very excited to see what happens when Gary Gensler is fully out, and I'm very excited to see what Trump says when Gary leaves, because let's see how fast they, accelerate and change everything. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. How fast do you think everything's going to get transitioned, everything's going to, be put into place? I think it's going to happen pretty fast, right? Trump wants to get this thing going right away, and everybody else will follow. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And now let's get into this BitUnex trade that I have open right now, so you guys just get a rough idea of what I'm thinking about. I'm leaving this open. I don't have any, stop losses on this because I'm monitoring it. I pretty much get liquidated, okay, if I don't put a stop loss at $2.19. Here we have support around $2.30. I would be very, very shocked if we ever see, $2.30, $2.40. Very, very shocked given the state of crypto right now. Okay, right now it has changed within the last 72 hours. And we could all agree to that. And let's see, this is very crucial because this next move is like, we're going to see this very, very soon. So if we could get in, again, do your due diligence on these charts, okay? If you could get a good entry and ride XRP, right, all the way to just even $3.10, like, there is significant gain here. But like, you gotta, again, when you guys are doing this, at the end of the day, I've said this before, no matter TA, anything, like, they could have a market liquidation all of a sudden, right? You guys know this, but at the end of the day, it's a gamble. But I didn't take a gamble on this. I was very certain that last night this thing was going to go up, just given everything that's going around, like I said, the crypto state. But this next move is imminent. Can you imagine? I've said this before, I got to say it again. Can you imagine what's going to happen when the Ripple versus SEC case gets dismissed, or like they end to it and they never have to worry about this again? Like, the price shooting up to $6, $7, $9 very, very fast is very, very possible. Let me know what you guys think. Again, we're here as a community, so let me know what you guys actually think about. Again, we could all speculate, but value going to 10, 20, 30, $40 it's going to happen 100%. But in the short term, what do you guys think is going to happen? Okay, so if you guys are interested, take advantage of the $5 welcome bonus just for signing up. And then if you guys deposit the 100 or the 1,000, use the 200 future bonus to, don't risk your own money, practice with it, see how it is. But everything in life is a gamble. But if we could get a good entry here, it could reward us handsomely. Okay, and I have a couple more trades open on a couple other platforms. But by far, this is the most recent trade that I placed. And just prepare, guys, prepare. Like, words cannot describe what we're about to witness. And we're actually about to see like this, oh my God moment for XRP, and for every XRP holder that have been saying, XRP is not just another digital asset. It's something much, much larger than that. It's like something that could save America economically and in the long run, because America could say, guess what? We have Ripple. Ripple does wonders, legitimately does wonders for the new world economy. Right? So just to have that under your belt and run the new economy where, where they're trying to create a level playing field. Oh man, I'm just so excited for every single one of you guys that have been like, been with us since day one. And like, we couldn't have been any more right. And we're just at the front of all this. So hopefully you guys came all the way to the end of this video. If you guys are hesitant about getting into this ecosystem, don't even think about it. Watch how fast you guys get priced out. We have seen nothing. I cannot stress that enough. Look, Bitcoin's almost at $2 trillion. An unknown creator that holds over 1 million Bitcoins has a $2 trillion market cap. Can you imagine that? Imagine a meme coin had a $2 trillion market cap and they had no idea who the creator was. You know what I mean? It's like kind of like one of those if you do one of these comparisons. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, get ready. things are looking very, very bullish. BidUNX, link in the description down below. First $205 deposit bonus, and we will be back with another video.
Interoperability of economies, actually connect more than 200 countries, and particularly their payments and securities infrastructures with each other.
The ability to enhance each other's understanding, the ability to connect the diverse economies, you have 200 or so countries in the world, and make sure the payment system works.
And then we're creating a level playing field across all the cryptos.
Used as a sort of universal bridge. And blockchains are what provide that level playing field so that...
And the liquidity in digital assets could be applied to actually make that much more democratized.
A level playing field.
The bank is leveling the playing field between old and new.
And that implies clearly a level playing field.
Been losing hundreds of billions of dollars. We just want it to be a level playing field.
Making U.S. companies competitive. We need to create a level playing field.
Issue we need to address level playing field.
Whatever we do, we create a level playing field.
Building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening.
Flip the switch.
I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.